Jy reg?
Yes. Maak gou die gordyn toe, is baie lig. As hy. Okay. Great.
Right, ons is live.
Okay, hi Dewald.
Hallo, weer eens. Okay, right, let's, jy sê jy's alright vir Engels?
Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
right. Let's see if we can get the people to come on. There was 5 people watching when the whole thing didn't work.
Oh,
2 people.
shame.
Okay, right. Hello, Cecile. How are you?
Hi Dewald. I'm good. I'm very good. And you?
I'm very well. I'm very well. It's always good to chat to you.
Yes, likewise.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So, just hold on 1 second. Okay, I just switched over my router because mine was unstable as well. Okay, right. So,
Okay. Is that better? Okay.
again?
Is it better?
Yes.
Great.
Everything looks to be
Okay.
working now.
Okay.
Have you got your spot?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, how have you been keeping yourself busy with this lockdown?
Well, as you know, I've got 2 boys, very, very busy boys. So I think most of my days have been filled with just being a mom, you know. This morning we got videos of activities, or let me rather say homework, or I don't know what to call it, that we must start with for Luke. Luke's my eldest, he's 8 years old. So yes, so I think it's going to get interesting now.
How's he? How does he feel about homework in general? Is he quite okay with it?
Yeah, as you know, Luke's 8 years old. Sorry, I did a bit of a swipe there. Luke is 8 years old, and Luke is highly function on the autism spectrum. Okay. So Luke loves the maths part of doing homework. That's absolutely his favorite. I think he loves maths because maths isn't, you know, it's not changing. Like, for instance, languages and emotions, and you don't really know where it's going. So maths, he's like, okay, he's good with that. But the rest of the homework, not so happy. No, that's a struggle.
That's all right. What I said to the people before we couldn't get connected was that you and Mario are true entrepreneurs in the sense of that you guys will always have something that you're busy with in some way. And
that's the truth.
Yeah. And I think that's absolutely fantastic because, and I've said this to you as well, I think Luke is he's gonna move a couple of things when he's out of school one day. He might even be while he was in school.
Absolutely. You know, I don't know if I told you this story, but about 2 years ago, he was 6 years old, and we went on holiday to Monk's Caravan Park in Knysna, and it was lovely. So all of us, we're having holiday and we're braaiing and just having fun, and Luke is just missing all of the time. But I mean, it's a closed caravan park. And just to give you an idea, when I packed out his clothes at the end of the holiday, I found a wallet in there. And I said to him, first of all, where did you get this wallet? Because now I'm thinking I'm going to need to phone this caravan park because my child stole it. And he said, no. He said, a guy gave it to me, and he said, I'd really like you to have this wallet because I feel you're going to make a lot of money one day. And I opened the wallet, and inside was 690 Rand. And I said, where did you get this? And he said, no, he's been working the whole holiday. He was sweeping people's caravans. He was, yeah, so Luke definitely is like me and his father. He sees an opportunity and he can, yeah, he's just one of those busy guys. And he's got a head for numbers. So I think he's going to move mountains, that one.
And but it is something I've said to other people, is that if parents don't show that to their kids will just carry on as all the kids. But they see you guys operating with a whole bunch of different things, and I think that's inspirational for them. And
Thank you.
I've always said that if I could have my way, I would not put my kids in school. And you need to teach them to sell something, and you need to teach them young, because they're not going to be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, or one of those things that they must go study. They will end up in packing shelves or at the till. And unfortunately, with somebody like Luke, he most probably can't go study further, or the universities will have some sort of issue with something along the line.
Yeah. And you know, the economy being what it is, even before the pandemic, we knew early on that our kids, just like us, will need to create opportunities for themselves. Because you know, for a man to find a job in this country, it's difficult. It's really hard, and we didn't really know where the two of them are going to go. So from an early stage, we've already learned them. We taught them how to buy and sell. And Mario owned a superette for about 11 years, and Luke grew up in that superette. I've got pictures of him in one of the baskets lying there as a baby, because we needed to work. You know, we were busy and we couldn't not work. And both of them, I have to say, both boys, they love to work and they love to be with us, and they love seeing what we do. And yeah, and the other thing is, Mario and me, we love the thrill of it, you know, the thrill of the game, to take a business and to grow it to its full potential, and then sometimes sell, sometimes keep it. Yeah, it's really fun, but it's nerve-wracking, but it's fun.
Yeah, but tell me quickly, what is your background? Where did you go to school? What happened after school? All those kind of things, because we've never spoken.
Yes, I was in high school. I was half of my high school. No, sorry, I'm lying. Primary school, we were in Pretoria for about 2 years. And then we just saw, okay, no, this is not working for us. We really, we need to be in the Western Cape. That's where our hearts are. So I was in, then we moved to Strand. I was in high school in Strand High School. Lovely school. We loved it. And I studied in Stellenbosch. I did a catering management course. It's about 2 years. What I loved about it is it was very diverse. So we did a bit of chefing, we did a bit of bed and breakfast. So yeah, when I decided what to go and study, I said I can't just be a chef. I'm too much of a busybody to just be in the kitchen. So that's why I chose that course. And then yeah, right out of studies, I started working at Skilpadvlei Wine Farm. Loved it. And then I worked for Freedom, and then I started my own business. And last year I worked for a year. I worked for Skilpadvlei again, and now I'm kind of, it's like in between. It's like half my own thing, half working for a salary at what used to be called Willow Creek. They renamed it to Lions Creek now, because they sold the olive oil and olives brand. So I'm helping them build that business and helping Mario with his business as well, because he's got a woodwork shop that he bought about 2 years ago. So I'm doing that marketing for him. And yeah, but we love it. I love doing multiple things all at once. I just love it. I don't know why. It's, yeah, I think I'm a little bit attention deficit there. I don't know. It must be where the boys get it from. Yeah, so that's me.
Yeah, but with all of that, is like you say, you're always busy with new things, and I see the new recipes and stuff that you're posting, which is also really cool. But I'm going to chat about that in a bit because I want to ask you something else.
Okay.
Have you thought about documenting or writing down all your stories you post on Facebook in like a journal or a blog or something?
I've actually, one of my friends asked me to do a blog, and I said, I kind of felt that everyone's doing a blog. So about 2 months ago, I've started writing down all of these stories because it's really amazing. And it's so funny. Me and Mario, about 3 years ago, things were going a bit rough with the two boys and with everything. And we decided, I think there was a moment where we just decided that humor is going to be our go-to emotion to kind of get through of everything that's happening. And that's why, I mean, I fell in love with Mario because of humor, as he can always make me laugh. And yeah, so I've started writing down these stories of the boys. Most of them at the moment is where Luke is kind of the star of the show. I think it's yeah, I think it's only because Eben is a little bit too young, you know, and he hasn't started talking yet, or real quirkiness. He's got his own coolness, but it's not, yeah, like the stories with Luke. So yeah, so I've started writing them down, and I've actually sent a few through to people, and they've kind of edited it and stuff. So yes, so that's running in the background. Mario always says I've got a desktop, like a laptop desktop, and there's multiple apps open and windows open, and that's true. That's absolutely true. I've got a lot of things going.
Yeah, but that is cool, and I think it's always something that myself and Karen will say to each other, busy watching TV. Says, "Did you see what Cecile wrote today?"
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, we had a real success with the last one, where Luke started asking about very private stuff. So that one was the star of the show. I have to. That's the best story ever.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I had a really good laugh about that. It was, but does he know you put the stuff on Facebook?
Yes, he does. So I tell him about it, and then sometimes I'll read it to him as well. Luke is very. He always says he's professional, so he's very mature for his age. So we were in a shop once where the lady said, "Oh, Cecile, I just enjoyed that story with you and Luke on Facebook." So that was about 2 years ago. And I kind of had to tell him, okay, my boy, let me share with you. Mommy has been writing a few stories. And so his only question to me is, you must always look cool and always intelligent, and never post photographs of him with the stories. And so, yeah, so he's got a little bit of his own, things that he needs to be on that, on the post.
But that's fair. That's fair if he doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to be famous. I think he wants to have a low profile. He does not like. Oh, sorry, I'm just putting my phone on silent. He doesn't like all of the attention. He doesn't really know where to go with it. Even if someone is giving him a compliment, he feels like a fish out of water. So I can immediately see that he's kind of getting squirmy and just feeling not safe. He's got a bit of social anxiety as well. So I think that contributes to the fact that he does not want to be famous at all. And me neither. I just, I think it's very vain to say that you want to be a beacon of hope. It's not that. It's just that I want to, for other families, I just want to show them that, listen, rather laugh at the things happening around you than, don't be too serious about it all, because it'll get you down if you start becoming too serious about all of the shortcomings and all of the weirdness around you. Yes. So
Yeah, but I think that things like that is gonna be to his advantage one day. Yeah, he's a
yes.
very interesting boy that I would love to spend some time with him someday when he's older, and he's,
Yes.
yeah, I think he's gonna change a lot of people's lives in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. I think he's got a bright future, and he just sees the world differently. Once we were in a parking lot in front of a shop, and he was very small. I think he was about 4. And a Rastafarian came to the window, and he's knocking on Luke's window, but he's got like Rasta dreads and hair, and he's got like this traditional brown Asian cloak on, and my first thought was like, oh no, freak out. And Luke sat there and he looked at him and he said, and I thought he was going to say something rude, you're thinking, oh, what is he going to say? And he said, oh, and he put down the window and he said to the guy, I love your hair, he said to him. and I thought, okay, great. So we've got someone different here. And the guy said, thank you. And they started chatting. So Luke doesn't see boundaries where we do see them. He sees the world totally different. We bought walkie-talkies. He wanted walkie-talkies because he wanted to talk to us. He went through an army stage. I think Karen drove by once. He sat on the wall and he was securing the perimeter. So that's why he wanted the walkie-talkie. So he would sit with the walkie-talkie and then he'll tell us, okay, there's driving by cars, everything is safe, the house is safe, we're good, and then we'll talk back. And this one night, it was about 5:30. It was getting dark. It was winter time. And he sat on the couch with the one walkie-talkie talking to someone, and I can hear the voice on the other side. And I thought, to who? I can hear it's a man talking. And I'm like, to who are you talking about? So we lived near a field. So I said, to who are you talking? He said, no, his new friends. And I said, where do they live? He said, no, they live there in the field. And I'm like, okay, cool. I think we must maybe go and get it. So the two of us, we walked over and out came the shame. They actually lived there. So it's homeless people. And the guy came out and I said, I just need that walkie-talkie back. And he said good night to Luke, shaking his hand. And yeah, and Luke and him was like chatting. He said, so what are you doing? And what are you eating? And so he's just, he's one amazing, amazing boy. He sees the world differently from us, and he's amazing. Yeah.
But have you had any issues where other adults judged him in any way? Because if you don't know Luke, or if you don't know of you guys, then he looks like a normal boy.
He does. I have to say, in the beginning, so the last 2 years, Luke has started to resemble a bit of normalcy. He's undergone a lot of therapy, speech therapy, so physiotherapy, so a lot of therapy. And they've taught him emotions, how to read it, how to read other people, also the eye contact and everything. Before that, I have to say, you could see very obvious that something is not the same with this boy. And now he hides it. I think he's learned how to react appropriately. there's still times where he doesn't really cope in certain environments, but he's clever enough now to tell me, listen, mommy, I can't go in here. It's too noisy. It's going to be too hectic for me. It's too smelly. I don't think I'm going to cope with it. So then I'm like, okay, great. Let's leave. We don't have to do it. Whereas where he was small, he didn't really know how to chart himself. He didn't know what's his strong points, his weak points, what can I do and what can I not do. So he really does resemble being a little bit like the rest of us. It's just his thought pattern that you'll never change, where he's just like an adult. He just has a little adult mind, so that you'll never be able to change that. But social behavior has improved a lot over the last few years. Yes.
But I wouldn't change his mind. I wouldn't want to change it because it works perfectly the way it is right now.
Yes, yes. We might need that mind one day.
Yes.
We might need to have a little Luke thinking differently.
So tell me quickly, what is the other stuff that you're busy with? I know you're busy with some food and baking things. Let's chat about that.
Okay, so lockdown, just about 3 days ago, I got that WhatsApp. It's like let's send a recipe. It's an old recipe exchange. So I've joined that where we get recipes and I'm loving it. So I'm trying out them one at a time. Today we tried out one. It was excellent. It was like a steak done in the oven with like a caramelized sauce. Very good. And what I love about the recipes is all of them are very easy, because the people sending it around, they're not cooks or chefs or bakers. So everything is like 5 ingredients max. And most of them is mix it, bake it, or mix it, microwave it. So it's not rocket science. And dropped the phone. And I love that about the recipes is that everyone can do it. So we're doing that. And then we had, at the beginning of the lockdown, me and Luke, he said that he feels. So Luke is at the moment, he's at a grade 3 level of maths. So he said that he wants to challenge himself. So we actually printed grade 4 maths, like little programs and stuff that he can do. So he loves that. So that is one of our things now, is that he does the grade 4 maths and his regular homework.
Okay.
But maths is kind of like relaxing for him. I don't know. He loves it. Yeah. And then Fortnite. Obviously, he plays a lot of Fortnite. He is brilliant to an extent where I can't really believe it. The other night I told Mario, I said, I wonder if these guys on Fortnite, if they knew that they're playing against an 8-year-old, how they would feel about it. Because he's really good.
There's guys that are professional game players at the moment.
I know, they can earn a lot of money. Yeah. So we're starting to find out how can he, probably monetize it, because he, it's hard to say, but Luke really loves money. I'm sorry to say, but he does. We are working on that. He loves Jesus as well. The other day, luckily, he said that he loves Jesus the most, and I said, thank God for that. So it's Jesus, and then family, and then money. So he loves money. And so he was the one who actually said that we should start looking into how he can earn money doing this, because he's really good. He's really, really good with Fortnite. And loves it.
You can stream his games that he's playing. You can do it live. People can come in and watch.
I told him, and I said he can even teach other kids how to play Fortnite, because he's quite good with explaining stuff to people. He explains it very systematically. So most of us, yeah, when we can't really understand something, he comes in and he says, okay, wait, let me do it. Yeah, so he can actually do that. I think kids will love it.
Yeah, but just
That he can just explain.
on YouTube, that if he gets excuse me, a certain amount of followers, he can start earning, putting ads on his videos. And the kids are watching these streams all the time. There's YouTube.
I know.
There's YouTube. There's Twitch. You can also stream via Twitch, and then I think you can get like accounts where they like I know in Patreon people can sign up and you get a monthly. You get different tiers that people can sponsor you.
Yes.
So people can donate money to him that way via PayPal or whatever the story is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's definitely a lot of ways for him to monetize that and earn some money. Right? And to be honest, I think there's guys making a lot of money from it. I'm not.
Yes, a lot. Yeah. And they're not even as nice.
It's and I think it might be unique. It might be a unique point of him with his age and all those kind of things that people will follow him for that.
Yeah, yeah. We just need to kind of figure out the ins and outs of it, because our main concern is keeping him safe. There's a lot of weirdos out there and a lot of people. We don't want him to become a victim. So we thought about, we don't really want to show his face, or that's the tricky part, is to do it anonymously.
Yeah, no, I don't think it will be like completely anonymous. You will see his face, but you will probably have like a game name that he uses for when he plays.
Yes. So he'll probably love it.
Yeah, you're saying?
No, we can. We thought about maybe doing like a mask or something for him, not to show his face, and but he hasn't come to the party with that one yet. But we're figuring it out.
But look, on those videos, he doesn't have to show his face. He just shows his gameplay. So his face is never in it. His voice might be in it if they speak over headphones and stuff. But you can have, there's many ways to hide his identity in the run, and just use his game name for everything. There's a whole bunch of guys on YouTube that did exactly that did very well for themselves.
Yes, I think after lockdown you must come and have a coffee with us. We can discuss how to get Luke online, because he'll really love it. And we've watched him play, and it's something that you must witness. It's wow, because they need to build as they're playing to protect themselves like forts, and so it's totally active. And he's so quick with his fingers. You will not believe it. He builds and fought while playing, while checking for snipers, while I don't even know how he does it. But Mario says, okay, here comes the attention deficit. This is exactly what he was made for, because he can concentrate on like 100 things at once, and he can just manage it. I don't know. It's like it's insane.
Okay. I know that. Okay, let's on to another topic. Mario's woodworking business did quite well before the lockdown. Obviously, this has affected him quite badly as well, like all the other businesses around. How's his outlook on things after the lockdown? Are you guys busy with making stuff or not?
He can't really work now. We did try to see if there's any way that we can do anything, but the issue is that what he does just isn't essential services. The first 4 days of lockdown, he was very emotional. He was caught up in he was angry. I think he was angry because this year's year 3, And everyone who's ever bought a new business knows that it's 1,000 days. Year 3 is your year. You know, that's the year where it starts turning around. He was prepared for all of his markets. We were supposed to do 4 Easter markets. That was all stopped. We were in Elgin Railway Market. We got a stall there. So things were really looking up for us. And then the lockdown came, and yeah, there's a lot of dreams and a lot of, yeah, you need to work on yourself. You need to find joy, even though you are afraid out of your mind for what's going to happen, because you know that you're using your savings now to pay staff. He drove out Saturday because the guys, most of his guys, he's got about 6 guys working for him. They live in Zwelathemba, and the one called him and said that they are a little bit, they're out of food and it's not going good. And so he drove out there and he gave all of them money. So they actually need, because they don't have bank accounts, you know, it's very primitive. I think it's like most of the businesses, you never think that something like this would happen. So you just go along. So I think it's a major setback for him, for his business, but we will try to survive through it all. We've got a lot of faith. Me and Mario, over the last year, I think we found Jesus, and both of us, we've really got a deepening strength in our Christianity more than ever before. So day 5, he went into our bedroom and he said, I must just leave him. So I left him. And when he came out, he said to me, okay, he's ready now. He's going to enjoy this lockdown now, and he's fine. Whatever happens will happen. And we're just going to enjoy the moment. And we did what everyone is doing. So we froze everything that we can, froze all of our annuities, all of our life insurance, our cars. We arranged for our cars for payment holidays, and yeah, so we're doing what everyone's doing, and we've applied for every type of financial aid that's out there. Haven't heard back, but we've still got faith that we'll get through this.
I think with all the financial aids that everybody's applying for, if you look at how long some women wait to get the UIF payment when they were pregnant, how long are they going to wait for this?
I know. Yeah, I know.
100,000 in the line, there's a couple of million in the line. That is all applied for these grants and everything. So it's, yeah, to be honest, I didn't even go that way, because I don't have any debt at the banks within my business, because I don't like buying stuff in debt. So so that is one of the things that they will give you money for, is to keep those accounts up to date. And I haven't got staff that works for me, so the chance of me, I'm going to be last in the line for when that kind of stuff starts happening.
And that's true.
Yeah, I think a lot of small businesses like Mario, I think Mario's big plus point is that he employs a lot of black people, if I can say it like that. And yeah, and that he has staff that he needs to pay. So I think that will be in his favor for when the payment.
Listen, and the other thing is, it's so amazing how the people of Worcester, they just pull together. I know there's a lot of negativity, and a lot of people would say, oh, they're all gossiping and they're all this and all that. But since the lockdown started, I've had people WhatsApp me or call me. The one lady actually said that she just wants to tell me that if we don't have a lot of money, sorry, I get a little bit emotional, but if we don't have any money anymore to pay our staff and the UIF doesn't come through, she is prepared to give us the money. How much do we need? And it's been going like that from the beginning of lockdown. People just pouring their hearts out and just saying, if you need help, if you need this or that, let us know. We will help you get through this. And it's absolutely amazing. And we do our part as well. I've got staff, my staff from years back, they letting me know it's tight, we're not going to make it. And then, so we give money to whoever needs it and take what we need. And we're just getting through this. And I think we've got perspective on where money is in your life and where God is in your life. And we've seen miracles, me and him, in this lockdown period. It's hair-raising, the miracles that we've seen when we've prayed to God for stuff and it just happened. So he's gonna get a knock. He's definitely gonna get a knock, and we hope we can stand up from this and we can go on. But I think we will. I think we'll be fine. Yeah.
I think, as a lot of people have said to me, that there's going to be more positivity coming from this lockdown than what there's going to be negativity afterwards.
Yes.
So I think this whole thing has forced people to think on their feet and see that all the luxuries that they do have, they don't need. Especially people that earn a salary every single month, is that they live above their means as to what they can get to. Us, that we scratch our own little pot and we get by with what we get in that month. We know how to stretch our bucks to give us the comforts that we like, and also to last us.
Yeah.
In case it's not so busy. So I think people like us that like to play with new ideas and do new things, I think we will be all right after this.
Yes. The Afrikaans word is really beautiful, where they say you need to woeker. Jy moet woeker. So we know how to woeker with money and with opportunities. And I said to Mario the other day, I said to him, we actually in the perfect season of our life for this to happen now, because we are at the top of our game with doing what we must do, doing what we can do, and financially we are, we've got a lot of things that we let go about 2 years ago. So financially we are very streamlined. So we are able to make it through this. There's a lot of luxuries which we have given up long ago in order for us to have the privilege of working for ourselves. Because as you know, there's a lot of perks, but it's quite hectic. You need to be vigilant to work for yourself. So us and you, we ready to go. We can do it.
Very much. Tell me quickly, what is the one thing you miss the most now that you're in lockdown that you can't have that you normally do?
Oh, I think just to go outside and feel safe. Because at the moment, going to buy eggs is like a mission impossible. And it doesn't help. Yeah.
All the eggs are going to be sold out because people are drinking them.
Eggs was actually a bad example. But to go out and just to walk around freely and feel safe. Because when I go out, I feel feel the danger of it all. You feel you don't want anyone close to you. You don't want people to talk to you. And then coming home, I've got a total sanitized freak, which is Luke. So then Luke almost lets me get undressed in the street and start sanitizing me. So I think that's what I miss the most. It's just going out and just being carefree. Because I love to be free. I love the freedom of just being.
But I think, what did I want to say now about that? I can't remember how I wanted to say it now. But it's Oh yeah, this is what I want to say. I don't think I'm not scared I don't feel in danger, or I don't feel scared. I feel uncertain. Is
Yes.
that you don't know if the guy standing next to you in a shop has got it, and if he's got it, what will it do to me? I think that's the biggest scary thing of this whole thing, is that nobody knows. The government don't know, the scientists don't know, the doctors don't know, nobody knows, and
Yeah.
that's the biggest worry.
Yeah. We're facing a invisible enemy. You know, it's you don't even know what's really going to happen in our country. We don't know, are we going to be in Italy, or are we going to be Russia? So are we going to be great at it, or are we going to be a total disaster like America? It's scary, and you also feel for your fellow South Africans. I feel for them because they don't know, are they safe, and they're living on top of each other. Yeah, and they need to survive. Yeah, so it's a really sad place for me to be in at this moment. Me, I love people. I've got a big heart for people. And every time I get a phone call from someone, one of our workers, and you need to talk to them, and then you just realize what's happening and how different their lockdown is to my lockdown. My lockdown is stream, binge watch series and bake, and 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 for them it's survival. It's where are we going to get our next meal? Yes. When will someone come and loot my shack for whatever I've got? Because no, the money's running out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite scary for me to think of them. I feel scared for them. Yeah. We pray for them a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, I think, well, I started this whole thing just to chat to new people, and it's keeping me busy the whole bloody day. It's almost more work than what it is the work that I used to do. So
But we love it. Thank you for what you're doing. I mean, we love it to see different people's perspectives. And like me, for instance, just to chat to someone, it's been almost ceremonial. From this morning, I've been telling everyone, remember, Dewald's going to call at 3. No one can be in the house. And I needed to do my hair and my makeup and put something else on rather than pajamas. So thank you for it. We appreciate it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting that the conversations that come up with people, and I've got some interesting people coming up this week still. So I really hope that those chats do come through, because I think it's going to be interesting.
It's nice, yeah. You must keep these chats, hey. So we can all look back at it a few years from now, and and see what's happened.
I'm just battling to get it on all the platforms, because now this is on YouTube, and to get it to the people that's on Instagram, and to get it to the people that's on Facebook, and to save the audio and make it a podcast, and yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's when this thing is done, I'm not going to do it every single day. That's just crazy. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try and do it once a week.
No. Yes. I wanted to say, I think once a week would be great. I just sent a voice note to my cousin Lisa. She's a photographer as well.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share it with you as well. My brother-in-law's wife, Anamar, she made like a little slideshow for my father-in-law with the electronic photo frame. And so he asked me to edit it, because some of the photos, someone looks a little bit not good, or we need to filter them. So I'm telling Lisa, I've got so much respect for you guys, because it's hectic. I'm just using like a basic edit, you know, crop and filter and you know, it's kind of like Saving Private Ryan. You're saving now because someone looks awful and the other one looks amazing, and now you're starting to crop it so that you don't see the tummy or you don't see the boobs, or you don't, then you lose another one. And so editing is crazy. It's insane. I've got so much respect for you guys.
I normally don't do that much because I always say to them, you get all these tannies that come to you at the wedding and say, asseblief net my dubbel ken of my arms or my and the first thing I say to him is, Tannie, it's all character. So I said to him, what are you going to, okay, well, there's two ways I said to him. I said, if you go missing, how are they going to find you if this is the only photo that's left of you and I've made like 60? And then I say to the brides, and I think I've only had to say this once before. Can't remember who it was, but the bride said to me, "No, I must also Photoshop the chin and the arms and the all those little things." And I said to her, "Okay, I can do that, but now you must remember, when you get your photos back in 2 months' time, you're going to invite all your friends for coffee and cake and all those fun things, and you're going to look at these photos." I said, "What's the first thing that they're going to tell their husbands when they get home?" She says, "No. They're going to say you got fat after your wedding."
Yeah, that's the truth. It is. Or some of them you don't even really recognize them because the eyes is too, or the nose, I don't know. It's just, so
No,
keep it natural. If you look a little bit chubby, own it and say, okay, sorry, that was a season in my life where food came first. So let's just own it.
But yeah, and also that's the big thing of hiring a really good makeup person, is that if you rented the girl that's the cashier at Pick n Pay, and on the weekend she does makeup and she does it in the spare time and she really doesn't know what she's doing, and you look like a clown, I'm going to leave you that you look like a clown on your wedding photos because
that's what you wanted.
Yeah. If it's such a big day, and I know people that spend, or I don't know them, I've heard of, and I know that there's wedding planners and flower people that do this. There's people that spend 200 to 300 to 500,000 rand on flowers.
I know. Yes. Oh.
And by Wednesday next week, they're all dead and fillet and thrown away, and everything's been given away, whatever. But you've got your video and you've got your photos left. Spend money on the correct things with those. Nobody's going to remember what flowers you had. If they do remember, it will be that it looked nice, but that's all it is. Give them good food, good music, and spend money on good makeup, good photos, and good video.
That's the truth. That's absolutely the truth. I've been doing weddings for 15 years, and that's one of the go-to things is photographs, food, and a good vibe at your wedding. And then you've got it.
A good DJ.
Yes, a good DJ. Oh, you will not believe how much, how important a good DJ is. Oh, they make or break a party. They do.
And if your budget can allow it, get a live band. It's even better than a DJ.
Yes. I love a live band. I know that a lot of people feel a band is not what they're about, but I've done weddings with bands, and what they can do is they can switch over, so they can do live music, and then they can also do a little bit of your top 40 KFM hits in the background. But a band is amazing. Oh, it is just amazing.
I did a wedding a couple of years ago, and there was a guy that he was almost like this one-man show, and it was him and another guy and both of them played guitars and they had backtracks. But he was amazing. He was like really, anything that you wanted. He would shout over the mic, says, any dedications or requests, and then somebody will give a song, and he'll go out to and say, okay, give me 2 minutes, and he'll find it. He'll find the backtrack on Google or wherever, and he will sing it and play it, and it will just be amazing. And then I forgot to get his number. And then in 2018, we went to Brian Adams the night, and then afterwards we went out in Cape Town, and he was playing at the pub that we went to. That guy, and he's
okay. You got his number.
I think so, but he was freaking brilliant. He's amazing.
Oh, excellent. I've had a live band where the lead singer announced the bride and groom. You know that part where they walked in and they say, it's Mr. and Mrs. Yeah, we're welcoming Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And he did it, but he did it in a like a WWE wrestling format. So he said, and it was so much fun. It's almost as if the rest of the evening was just fun, you know, because he's like that whole voice, that deep voice and announcing, and oh, the people loved it. They cheered and they went crazy, and then they walked in. So yeah, but I've also had one of the newest trends is that you hire a master of ceremonies. I don't know if you've seen it, but it can be the greatest thing ever, but it can also be a bit of a disaster, because I've had a few where the master of ceremonies forgets that it's not a one-man show, you know, it is, you're just here to direct the program in a in an orderly fashion. So then they will start to tell stories of themselves and jokes, and it just gets a little bit messy. But overall, if you've got a very professional guy doing it, and you don't have any family members who wants to be an MC, then it's great to have it. Hey, some of them are excellent. They're professional. They direct the crowd. They know what to do. They don't tell. They tell jokes that's a little bit dirty, but not making your grandma blush at your wedding. So so that trend is excellent as well.
Yeah, I've had one, and it was a wedding I did at Skilpad Fair a couple of years ago, and that one had a professional MC, and that was really cool too. It everything worked well, and everything flowed really good. So it's not like at 9:30 in the evening and half the evening program hasn't been done, and you try to find the MC and he's standing outside and he's smoking, and you're trying to get him to organize the stuff. You don't have any of that. These guys are there, they've been paid, so they do a job. That's the truth. They're not there to party, they're there to work. Yeah. So they're on top of their game. Me being on the kitchen side most of the times, I like it when you've got a professional MC, because they come in, they're like, okay, right, where we at? How much time do you need? Can we announce dinner? When it's a family member, they would just say, okay, we're going to have dinner now. And then nothing is even ready yet, because they didn't say, listen, we're going to announce it now. And we're like, oh, going crazy. Yeah, so that, I like it. I like it when you've got a professional. Yeah. So, yeah, Cecile, is there anything else you want to chat about still? No. Thank you very much, Dewald. It was so much fun. And sorry for the glitch. My laptop, I don't know what's happening. But thank you very much. And you're a great guy, and keep up the good work. It's good for us to see these videos and get a bit of perspective, and chat away, being positive. Thank you. It's only a pleasure, and I can't. If I didn't have people like you to talk to, then I would have been sitting here talking to myself, and I don't think that's so much fun. No, it's not. Okay, give my greetings to your family. They're so beautiful. I will definitely do so. And thank you. I will post all your links of Mario's links, all those kind of things in the comment or description. So if people do read them, I do hope they do read, then they're able to find you there. Thank you. Thank you, Dewald. Have a good evening. You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.